Hey there, this is Lisa from Echolocity, and today I want to show you how to create a dashboard in Smartsheet. So when you create a dashboard, the first thing you need is an intake sheet. You need some sort of data set, right? So I've created an intake sheet. This would be a project list for an organization. This is very basic. Yours is probably going to have a lot more information on it, but I wanted to give us something to serve as a starting point. So we've got things like project name, department, status, priority, who it's assigned to, etc. And then before you create your dashboard, you need to do something with this data. So you need to create some reports that you can pull that data in a way that it's going to make sense and not just be an embedded sheet on your dashboard. So I've created just a few reports here, a report of active projects, by who they're assigned to, by health, and by priority. You would want a lot more, most likely, on your dashboard, but this is just to give us a starting point. So from here, there's a couple of ways that you can create a dashboard. You can go to File, and you can say Create New, and it's going to bring you to this screen. The thing to know here is that if I scroll down to Dashboard, it's telling me to choose a new workspace starting point. It's gonna create a whole new workspace for this, which is not what I want for this case. I just want a dashboard in an existing workspace, and you can go and find that. From this tab where you see your sidebar, you can also just go here and create a dashboard. And so I'm just going to call this sample. So I only mention that other way because it can get you hung up if it's creating a whole new workspace for you, and that's not what you want. All right, so we've got our dashboard here, and then we want to add a widget. So it's pretty bare bones, right? There's nothing on it yet. We're going to add a widget. So dashboards are made up of widgets, and they can be a metric widget that's going to display a number, a chart, which we'll do a couple of. You can do a shortcut, so you can say, I want to add a shortcut to a website, and I'm going to say, let's say it's Google. And so that will show up here, but what you can also do is you can have it point to an attachment. So if you have a PDF or something on your server and you want to point to that, you can have it point to a Smartsheet item. So I could say, go to sample project intake sheet, and there it is. And there's a link to the intake sheet that's right here. Okay, so that's a way to get some nice quick links for your team. And I'm just going to call this quick links. You can also go ahead and you can change the background on your bar. You can change the text to whatever other color you want that to be. You can really do whatever you like there. Another really cool feature that Smartsheet rolled out recently is that you can theme your dashboard using some preset themes. So that's what we'll do today. I'm going to choose, let's do Sunny Surf today. You can also do background, dark background, which is nice if you like that. All I did is select that, and so from now on, every widget that I create will be in that theme. So I'm going to create another widget here. We just did a shortcut. I'm going to embed a report. And so now I need to add the report. So I need to go find that report that I did. And because I don't exactly remember what it's called, I'm going to go into the folder, and I'm just going to say, okay, I want to know what my active projects are. And I'm going to slide this down. I'm going to move it. I'm going to open it up a little bit, and I don't want the Gantt chart on this, so I'm going to hide the Gantt. And so then I can make this even a little narrower. And then I'm going to close that window. So there you can see we're resizing things. I can move things around. Sometimes I like to put the quick links over here, have a company logo here, maybe a title for the dashboard. So we can add title, and I'm going to call it Project Sample. We'll call it Sample Project Dashboard. Sometimes I like to do these in all caps. It can be nice. You can get fancy with this or not. I like to not have them bolded, and I like to have them a little bit bigger. And I like to have them left aligned. Okay. And so let's just say that we had our company logo up top. We've got our dashboard. You can You can add dividers and make it fancy like that if you like. This is what we're going to stick with for now. Okay, so now we're going to add another widget. So now I want to add a chart, and I'm going to add data. So I have to go back in and find this report, or find this data. And you can see right here, it's kind of already opened up what I've done here. So I'm going to create a chart based on that same information for active projects. And you can see that it's giving me a bar chart. And let's just say I kind of like the donut, but it won't let me do that here. So let's see what I need to do to make that happen. Sometimes you have to, oh, it's not going to do it anyway. Okay, well, that's fine. We will just go with the default here just to show you what this looks like. And we can choose what our series looks like. I like to show the value label, but I also like to have it in the actual number and not the percentages. So I'm going to go to the legend. I like it sometimes on the right. It really depends on what's going on, but I like to have it on the right. Let's see, let's go to data and chart. You can choose to show the title or not, but I like to show the title. And then you can choose the color and the font and such of your axis. You can choose to show your tick marks or not. Same with the vertical axis. You can make that a grid. And then the series, let's see. It's not giving me, which I think is really interesting. It's not giving me the option to make this be the number, which is usually what it will do. So I'm going to shut off that label, that value. I would turn that on and I would have it show the number, but it's not giving me that option. I'm not sure why, honestly, because usually it will. All right, so we're going to leave that. You get the idea. You can stretch these out, make them nice and wide. We can make it a bar chart. We can make it a stacked column. It's not giving me pie or donut. You can do a scatter chart, lines, etc., etc. Okay, I do like columns though. Okay, so now I want to add another report, but I don't want to go in and do all those steps that I just did. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hover over this report. I'm going to click the three dots and I'm going to hit copy. And then I'm going to scroll down a little bit and I'm going to right click and I'm going to say paste. So all this has done is made a copy of my active projects, but I want to change it to a different report. So I'm going to go edit, or you can double click on it and I'm going to change that. I don't want it to be active projects. I want it to be priority. And so I've created this project that says, these are my projects in priority order. Okay, from critical down to low. And now I want to make a copy of this, of my active projects widget. And I'm going to put it over here to the right. And that actually is probably going to be a little too big, so that's fine. I can just make it a little smaller. I can pull this back up. So there's a lot of like shuffling around when you're making a dashboard, which honestly can be kind of fun to just play around with things here. So now I'm going to double click into that. And I don't want it to be active projects. I want it to be by priority because that's what I'm looking at. It's going to tell me that things are going to change. I get it. Yep. And I can also go ahead and see now it's letting me choose the donut. And I know why. That is because over here, I did not make any counts. This is just a list. And over here, I actually counted how many critical, how many high, medium, etc. Don't see that on this report, and that's why it wasn't giving me some of the options that I wanted. So here's my donut. I also get to choose if it is the amount or the percentage, right? Because I always want to show my value labels. I can change this to be a semicircle if I want, kind of like the circle, so that's what I use. And I can go ahead and I can put the legend off to the right. I can put it at the bottom if I want some space and have it display that way. Another thing you can do is widget behavior. When someone clicks on this widget, you can have it do nothing. You can go to the data source, which is that report. You can have it go somewhere completely different, or you can have it open something in Smartsheet, something of your choice, which would be different from the data source potentially if otherwise you would have just clicked that. Okay, so this is telling me that there's one project of, there are 2 critical projects. There are 3 high projects, 2 medium, and 4 low. However, I don't really like these colors because I'd kind of like them to make a little more sense in terms of stoplights. So I'm going to go in here and I'm going to change. So orange is critical. I'm going to change that to red. High, I'm going to make that be orange. Next one. Make that be orange. Medium, I will change to, let's make that a blue. And then low, I'm gonna change to like, we'll just say, let's make something that is visible. Because I think I like that better, I'm gonna change this one to a darker green. There we go. And I'm just going to leave these like that. So the colors that it chose were the colors for this theme, but I wanted these to reflect a little differently. So I have the option to change the color scheme regardless of what the defaults are. And so then to make more, you would just keep going down in the same vein. If I want this to go through and click through to the data source, then I would click that, and then every time I make a copy of this and paste it somewhere else, it's going to have that same action attached to it, which is also nice if you know that every single one of yours is going to be different from what the default typically is for Smartsheet. You just make one report and then copy and paste. And so here I've done it by priority, but I actually want to go back, and I don't want it to be priority. I want it to be by, let's just say, who it's assigned to. And so now you can see that this is just presented a little differently. It is counting how many each person has here. And so that's just something to keep in mind. If I wanted to make more of these charts, I could. I can resize, I can move things around. If I say, you know what, I'd rather have assigned to at the top, I just move that up. This won't necessarily travel with it, but in this case it did. And you can embed any number of things on here. So this is helpful if you have a number of different projects and you want to put them all in one place. This happens to be for one project, what I'm doing here, but you could certainly make a dashboard that had a number of different projects on it. You could have a report that showed only what was assigned to the person that is viewing it. So that would be a current user report. So again, that's a quick and dirty dashboard here, and then you would save that, and you can see how this one isn't clickable. This one is, it goes through to that report. You can adjust the data here. You can adjust column widths and such, and that will be reflected on your dashboard. And so that is how you create a dashboard in Smartsheet. Thanks for watching. Give us a follow on YouTube so you can see more videos. You'll get notified when we put things up. We put videos up pretty frequently, and you could also sign up for our newsletter so you can get notified of new events and such as they come up. Thanks again for watching. Have a great day.